comment on for now. So please, may I ask yourselves, your fellow colleagues, never to ask me any questions about the commission again, never to ask me any questions about what's happening in Parliament. It's a process of Parliament, it's a process of the ad hoc committee of the President. Maybe let me start with Mr. Adams. The story is about Mr. Adams gone to police station to open a case against me. We'll deal with that at the ad hoc committee. If there's any case open at the police station, anyone has got the right to open a case. Police must investigate, and if there's a crime committed and the police feels that they must take that into the courts, and the courts, if they decide to prosecute, will prosecute. I was never afraid to be prosecuted. I'm not going to be afraid to be prosecuted now. So if Mr. Adams, who I spoke about in that commission, feels that he must then use the strategy to threaten or intimidate, it's okay. I'm not afraid of that. We already understand which side of the law he is. We'll find each other at the right place. Let it happen. He must bring it on. I will never be afraid of it. I'm still going to go back, I'm told, back to the commission, to the other committee. So we'll appear there and go and explain. And as I've said before, what I presented before the citizen in July, I beg your pardon, was not my making alone. It was the South African Police Service members, hardworking men and women, who are frustrated. And I'm sure as we are watching what's happening in the commission, we get to hear more and more police officers talking about their frustrations. So I said in my presentation, I've said in my statement, what I'm talking about is information I have. Some of it I read on documents that I'm entitled to read, and some of it is information I received from the colleagues that briefed me on it. So as I presented, representing the men and women in blue, where there was any omission or error made, that was not intentional and it's going to be explained. We submit some statements, and I think maybe you might have missed the fact that what was spoken about in Parliament against what was in my statement are two different things. So maybe he needs to get my statement and read it and see where I wrote whatever that he went to open a case on, or as he's opening a case against what I said. What I said is coming from the team, and it's going to be explained when we go back to Parliament. We'll leave it like that. I can't comment about what's happening in the commission. Everyone is watching it as it unfolds. So what I've said before, what we are comfortable with as law enforcement is that at least that gives us a space to be able to do our work. Because all what we are crying for is an opportunity for us to do our work. So as we do our work and be allowed to do our work, that's the only opportunity that we are crying for. So at least we are seeing some activities happening now. We are quite happy with some of the things that are coming out, so that at least society get to see the frustration that men and women are facing on a daily basis as we go about their business. We always say police are only responsible for investigating crime, bringing the perpetrators to court. Someone else, another department, take it from there going forward. But if our efforts is frustrated one way or another, we have to find means to make sure that we are able to enforce the law. But if we are frustrated, like in this sense, in extent that it happened, we were left with no options but to bring it to the attention of the public. And I'm glad the President took the decision he took to establish a commission. And I'm happy that Parliament is embarking on the process that they're busy with. That will help us all. So that's all we can comment on for now. So please, may I ask yourselves, your fellow colleagues, never to ask me any questions about the commission again, never to ask me any questions about what's happening in Parliament. It's a process of Parliament, it's a process of the ad hoc committee of the President. I'm just a small part that to contribute a piece that I contributed, and the rest of our colleagues are appearing there, contributing their part. It's not about me, it's about the South African Police Service.